Hello and greetings to all of you. You're a long way from me here in Bonn, Germany, but your enthusiasm and desire to make a difference make me feel close to you. You and those like you around the world are some of the most important champions we have for action on climate change. I say that not to flatter you, but because the world we live in and the rights and privileges we enjoy were defined by people, very often young people, who saw a major problem or injustice and did something about it. Our world is the result of battles fought against fixed ideas that were proven untenable. The battle for human equality and rights, the battle for peace and security, the battle for scientific and intellectual enlightenment. Inaction on climate is now equally untenable. To mobilize meaningful action, we will need all our science, our technology, and our ingenuity. And we will need courage. I know how easy it is to feel overwhelmed by the idea of climate change. It seems the more we read about it, the bigger the problem looms. How do we fight it when the very way we live is the primary cause of it? I say, let's start by deciding what is precious to you right there where you are. What is important to you, and protect that. Fight for that first, and you will have your first victory in this battle, your first success in winning the whole war. For example, did you know that Amnesty International was started by one man called Peter Benenson from Britain when he fought for the release of two students who were thrown into jail for raising a toast to freedom? Thousands of complete strangers from all over the world who had never met those boys or that man wrote him letters to express their support and their outrage. That grew into organized protests and campaigns against oppression by governments, which in turn grew into a movement that began to define what people believe are the rights that each human on earth should have. The only way to fight the battle of a generation is to be fighting for what you love, what you are passionate about. The interconnectedness of climate change means that no one person can address it on all fronts. But because it affects everything, it means we can all work on it on at least one front, and that will make a difference. You just have to choose where you want to make that difference. Let me tell you, on days when I wonder if we will ever make a difference, I think about the story of the starfish. I'm sure you've heard the story of the old man who's walking along a beach full of starfish, which are all washed up and dying in the hot sun. He sees a young boy, hard at work, picking individual starfish up and flinging each one back into the sea. The old man says to the boy, "Why bother? There are so many, it won't make a difference." The boy looks at the old man, picks up a starfish, throws it back into the sea, and says, "It made a difference to that one." In Trinidad and Tobago, the climate change threat is literally on your beach. As young people on an island nation, you're extremely aware of the impacts of climate change. As young people, members of a generation, climate change is the defining issue of your generation. You are Generation C, or Generation Climate. It is a tremendous responsibility. But your generation also has a powerful tool that no other generation had before. Thanks to the internet, to current communications technologies, and to social media, you are the most interconnected generation that ever lived. Use that knowledge, that voice, that power. You are more capable of getting your message heard and more capable of linking up with like-minded people than any generation before you. You have the power to unite all people who care about individual starfish or about the whole coral reef. You can use your interconnection to form social and environmental movements dedicated to finding solutions to climate change. If you are at this forum, it is because you care, because you are already engaged. My invitation today is for you to take that caring, that engagement to the next level, to begin to form a youth movement across the world that addresses climate change in a constructive, powerful way, such that you successfully usher in the new energy revolution. My generation is doing what we can to address climate change, but it clearly is not enough. I trust you as a generation will decide that you must do more, because I know you can do more. In the meantime, enjoy the forum, and via Twitter, let me know how you decide to make a difference. From a cold Bonn in Germany, warm regards to all of you.